We are back and we are broadcasting from the beautiful El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Carisma. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and of course, visit our website www.mexiconewsnetwork.com. Let's continue now with the news. In the heart of the state of Quintana Roo, southeast of Mexico, there is a region littered with small towns inhabited by Maya people, many of which still preserve ancient customs and only speak their ancestral language. Moreover, some of the most interesting attractions in the area are the colonial churches that make up the church's root, the union of two cultures. The church's route of the Maya zone covers the towns of Chanchen Comandante, Felipe Carrillo Puerto, Tepic, Tijosuco, and San Antonio Tuc within the municipality of Felipe Carrillo Puerto, as well as the towns of Guaymax, Saban, Zacalaca, Xcabil, and Ixquerol in the municipality of Jose Maria Morelos. Most of the churches on the route are small and sober, some older than others, and each with unique characteristics. The church in Tepic, for example, has walled-in Maya cemetery on one of its sides. On the other hand, the most impressive constructions of the area is the Temple of the Holy Infant Jesus, or the former convent of Tijosuco, which has all painted altar pieces, a golden cross with beveled sleeves embroidered with gold and silk. One of the oldest churches known in the state of Quintana Roo is located in Zacalaca, known as the one for whites, which is consecrated to the Virgin Mary. But that's not the only church in town. There's also the one for natives. The two churches in one town were established because of the division between the indigenous Maya and the European conquistadors, which classified themselves as white and Creoles. To complement the experience, we recommend visiting the Maya Catholic ceremonial centers, spaces where the local Maya perform rituals, pray, and hold ceremonies and festivities. These are located in Chancán, Veracruz, Chumpon, Chunyanchen, Cruz Parlante, Tijosuco, Tixcal, Guardia, and Tulum. In other news, lying in the valley of Oaxaca are the impressive archaeological ruins of Monte Alban, a place that was inhabited by Olmec, Zapotec, and Mixtec cultures consecutively for an estimated 1,500 years.
Deep in the valley of Oaxaca lay the impressive remains of Monte Alban, a place that was inhabited by Olmec, Zapotec, and Mixtec people. Monte Alban is the second largest archaeological site in Latin America, the safekeeper of the history of three subsequent ancient cultures. This mysterious hilltop complex has ruins that date back to approximately 1,000 years before Christ. This important archaeological site lies in the valley of Oaxaca, known for its vastness and the artistic style of the area. Most notably, the carvings with hieroglyphic inscriptions known as Los Danzantes. Monte Alban, the great Zapotec capital, developed over a course of 13 centuries. During its peak, it had a population of approximately 35,000. It was a city carved out of the mountain, which represents a sacred topography. An outstanding example of a pre-Columbian civilization with knowledge, art, and tradition, Monte Alban was designated by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization as a World Heritage Site in 1987, along with the historic center of Oaxaca City. With impressive 360-degree views rising 1,300 feet above the valley floor, Monte Alban stands as one of the most spectacular archaeological sites in Mexico.
Monte Alban is the most important archaeological site in the valley of Oaxaca, so if you ever go to the state of Oaxaca, don't miss it. There is a place hidden within the state of Yucatan, overflowing with magic and splendor. Live and experience a close encounter with nature at Rio Lagartos, where you will find colorful flamingos and exotic birds, unparalleled miles of beauty, and the most fascinating landscape ever seen. First off, let me quickly tell you how to get there. If you are departing from Cancun, then you could take a bus and visit Valladolid, and then from there, hop on another bus toward the town of Tizimin. Once in Tizimin, simply ride on a small coach and boat ride to Rio Lagartos. Now, for the fun part. Rio Lagartos is a small fishing town, which means that most of the activities available in the area are related to water. It's also a protected natural reserve of Mexico, so you will find exotic and abundant flora and fauna, regardless of the breathtaking landscapes and sunsets. As a matter of fact, one of the dominant species in the area are flamingos. These friendly birds are everywhere, and you can see them flying over your head or simply standing in the middle of mangroves or in the shallow areas of the ocean. The best season to watch these beautiful birds is from June to August, where Rio Lagartos reveals shades of pink everywhere. Rio Lagartos also has a great mudland area where the seawater's salt density is quite high. Here, you can practically float by no effort whatsoever. And the water is a different color too. It's a sort of murky pinkish color due to its high levels of salt. Locals as well as tourists call this area Rio Lagartos Natural Spa, as there is plenty of mud, which is perfect for your skin. Rio Lagartos also reveals the most incredible beaches with pristine waters and white sand. Another thing I forgot to mention about Rio Lagartos is that sunsets and sunrises are to die and for completely take your breath away. You can capture the most impressive and so spectacular pictures here. So what are you waiting for? Run down to Rio Lagartos. You are just in time to capture those gorgeous flamingos and take in its goodness. I assure you will love it. And ever wondered what Pueblo Mágico means or what it stands for? Well, I was wondering the exact question. And now I can tell you what I've discovered on these magical towns and why are they given this recognition. Come with me as I tell you about Mexico's Pueblos Mágicos.
Have you ever wondered what Pueblo Mágico means? Well, rest assured, because we are here to let you know everything there is about them, so listen close. It is a program originally created to highlight certain attributes of some towns scattered across Mexico. And let me tell you, it's worth recognizing them, and here is how. These towns have been chosen for treasuring their cultural richness and heritage while preserving their unique lifestyle. The locals live their everyday life with great passion, which are details kept in your mind forever. Pueblos Mágicos are towns more than happy to prove what excellent hosts they are. Doesn't this sound amazing? They are picturesque towns with rooted traditions and customs, from the culinary to the religious. Pueblos Mágicos in Mexico have opened their doors for us to discover their authentic magic.
We're going to be back with more information after these brief commercials. Stay with us.